Welcome to the house Roethlisberger built, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Redhawks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And the short completion brings up second down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Can anyone catch him? The 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Miami Redhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll try the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gabbert. Makes the grab down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Red Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking to pass. It's Gabbard. Release to the back. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Grab near the sticks. It's Fleming. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And back to the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Panthers are on the move. Gonna run it. It's Brock. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Gabbert. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He'll keep it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Gabbert. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Red Hawks. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Hurst. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hurst. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Gabbert. It's complete on the right side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Marked down at the 39-yard line. And 1st down for the offense.
New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's McDonald. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Redhawks have this offense rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Gabbert. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
The Red Hawks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. On the ground, it's Brock. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Hurst. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Grab near the marker. It's Tucker. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. He finds his man. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice turn.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Oxford, Ohio. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weeb Eubank Way.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And the Redhawks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. After the run, now to throw. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Redhawks are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Fakes his man out. Touchdown, Redhawks! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Loss of 2. Third down coming.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
On the run, it's Brock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how do we do it again. Keep attacking.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Gabbert. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Red Hawks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And this is an individual decision. Third quarter, got an opportunity to go by more than a touchdown. A lot of people take the field goal here, but more and more the aggressiveness wins. I'm in a good spot. Fourth and goal. It's not a long way to go. Do I want to go for the touchdown?
He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Miami, Ohio, 31, Georgia State, 21.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. Trucks through the defender. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's McDonald. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Miami, Ohio, 31. Georgia State, 21.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Gain of 4. Now, 4th down.
And the Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt.
Punt formation to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field.
1st and 10.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and
Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
no, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Back to throw, it's Gabbert. Makes the grab on the left. Smashes through. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Redhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Georgia State.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Makes the score. Georgia State 35, Miami, Ohio 31.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass, it's Gabbert. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And the Redhawks are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gabbert. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
If I'm the quarterback right here, I hope my play caller is going to let me take another shot. You just got a big gainer. Defense is on their heels. Let's go tempo, and let's see if we can catch them napping or misaligned and score a touchdown.
The Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it.
That makes the score Miami Ohio 38, Georgia State 35.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to move it through the air. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The play action fake. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to tie us up in the final minute. It is good. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
On first down, here comes this offense. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking for a man. It's Gabbert. Got his man downfield. Tackle is made after the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
3rd down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Miami Ohio, 21. Georgia State, 38.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught near the sideline, it's Fleming. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
He runs out of bounds at the 22. Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.